Go back over there, just let Sandra know they're back.
Okay.
Sí. Vente acá, vente.
I didn't hear. Okay, which one are we doing first? Hernandez?
Hola.
Yes, sir.
It's cause number 2020-28033 in the interest of Edeline Hernandez. All parties, please raise your right hands to be sworn.
Este es el caso 2020-28033 en el interés de Edeline Hernández. Por favor, levante la mano derecha.
Ms. Hernandez, unmute yourself, please.
Por favor, prenda su micrófono, señor Hernández.
Permítame un momentito que la niña me escribió el nombre.
Okay, please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Levante la mano derecha, por favor.
You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Usted jura decir la verdad, toda la verdad delante de Dios.
Sí.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes.
Ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Señora, por favor, diga su nombre y la relación de usted a la niña.
Nimsi Jerry Hernández Hernández y soy la mamá de la niña. De Edeline Zelaya.
Nismi Liz Hernandez, and I am the mother of the child.
And sir, your name and your relationship to the child?
My name is Ronald Zelaya, and I'm her uncle.
Are you going to translate that, Arnoldo?
Yo soy Ronald Zelaya y yo soy el tío de la niña.
And for the state?
Koya Armstrong.
Para el estado, abogada Koya Armstrong.
And Zelaya Ponce. Mr. Zelaya, did you sign an acknowledgement of paternity for this child?
Your Honor, yes, I did.
Señor Zelaya, ¿usted firmó el reconocimiento de paternidad para este niño? Sí, lo firmé.
And now you're saying that you're not the father of the child?
It was initially discussed with her and her true father, my brother, that I was not gonna be involved in any of this child support or anything like that. And now she, knowingly that I'm not the father, she knows she decided to put child support on me. But yes, sir, I'm not her father. I'm just her uncle. I have nothing to do with her, never have.
Why did you sign an AOP?
The reason was because her and my brother, they were coming from Honduras to over here, and she made it through and my brother was incarcerated. So she was living with us, me and my mother, and we were supporting her and her 3 kids. And she and my brother were together. They had a good relationship. At that moment, my brother asked me when he was incarcerated to sign the paternity form, so that way Edeline could have our last name, Celaya. I felt sorry for him, since he was incarcerated, and for her, just wanted to help them. Afterwards,
All right. That's quite enough. When is
okay.
when is the reset date, Ms. Armstrong?
Yes, we're requesting DNA testing and reset on April 19th of 2021.
All right, AOP challenge is granted. DNA testing is ordered and the case is reset to April 19th, 2021. Anything
La
further?
corte,
Go ahead. I don't
la
know.
corte está ordenando el examen de ADN. La corte va a ser aproximadamente el 19 de abril 2021 en esta misma corte.
Anything further, Ms. Armstrong?
Nothing further on this case, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Señor Hernández y señor Zelaya, que pueden meterse a la junta anterior que estaban en la mañana.
Okay.
Claro que sí. Yes.
Thank you. Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Parker, are you on the Albert case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is called number 2020-33351.
Ms.
In the
Tyson,
interest-
can you put, sorry, Your Honor.
In the interest of Octavia Albert,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay, we've got
Ms.
Ms.
Tyson.
Tyson, and is this a default?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, your order isn't styled that way, but anyway. Ma'am, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Ms. Tyson, solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes,
Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
LaShonda Tyson and mother.
Okay, and for the state,
Sharday Parker, Your Honor.
all right, the court will note that Elliot Cecil Albert is the non-custodial parent in this matter. He was served on September 14th, 2020 at 6:29 p.m. at 4918 Malmedy Road in Houston, Harris County, Texas. He's not filed an answer, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will note that he was given further notice by a certified mail. Return receipt requested that was delivered November 7th, 2020. And he is not signed in, is that correct, Ms. Barker?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Your Honor, the state would like to call LaShonda Tyson.
Okay,
Ms. Tyson, are you the mother of Octavia Albert?
Yes,
And what is her date of birth?
20705.
And who is Octavia's father?
Elliot Cecil Albert Jr.
And are you currently married?
No,
Were you married at the time Octavia was conceived?
no.
How do you know that Elliot Cecil Albert Jr. is the father of Octavia?
He was the only person I was with.
And when Octavia was born in the hospital, do you remember Mr. Albert signing an ALP?
I'm so, can you repeat that
Do you
again?
knew when Octavia was born, do you remember Mr. Albert signing an acknowledgement of paternity?
Yes,
And do you also remember signing that acknowledgement of paternity?
Yes.
Is there any possibility that anyone else could be Octavia's father?
No.
Are you asking this court to establish the parent-child relationship between Octavia and Elliot Cecil Albert Jr.?
Yes.
How old is Octavia?
15.
When was the last time Octavia has seen Mr. Albert?
She saw him about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, and how long have you and Mr. Albert been separated?
Since she was 18 months, almost 2 years old.
Okay, and your daughter's 15 now, correct?
She's 15, yes.
And in the last 4 years, has Mr. Albert provided financially for her?
No.
And when was the last time you had any communication with Mr. Albert?
Can you repeat it, please?
When was the last time you had any communication with Mr. Albert?
A very long time. We don't communicate. Him and my daughter talk. We don't communicate at all. So maybe 2-4 years or so, maybe.
Okay, so he hasn't contacted you about Octavia's general welfare, correct?
No, not at all.
Who makes the day-to-day decisions about Octavia?
I do.
Who takes her to dental and doctor's appointments?
I do.
And in your opinion, who's raised Octavia up until this point?
I have.
And in your experience, can Mr. Albert give first priority to Octavia's welfare when making parenting decisions?
Can you repeat it one more time, please? I'm sorry.
In your experience, can Mr. Albert give first priority to Octavia's welfare when making parenting decisions?
I don't know. It's cutting out.
Do you need me to
No.
repeat it? No? Okay.
Yes, please. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay. In your experience, can Mr. Albert give first priority to Octavia's welfare when making parenting decisions?
No.
Will it benefit the physical, psychological, and emotional needs of Octavia were Mr. Albert to be appointed a joint managing conservator?
No.
And is this why you're asking this court to appoint you as the managing conservator of the child and Mr. Albert as the possessory conservator of the child?
Yes.
And are you also asking this court to designate you as the managing conservator with the exclusive right to designate the primary residence of the child within Harris and contiguous counties?
Yes.
And you believe that's in Octavia's best interest, correct?
Yes.
Are you asking this court to give Mr. Albert a standard possession order?
Could you explain that?
That's the visitation that we talked about.
Okay. Yes.
Is there private health or dental insurance available to you at a reasonable cost?
Yes.
How is your child covered for health insurance?
Medicaid.
Is there health insurance or dental insurance available at a reasonable cost to Mr. Albert?
I don't know.
Okay, are you asking this court to order cash medical support in the amount of $56 per month beginning on January 1st, 2021, based on the minimum wage presumption?
Yes.
Are you also asking this court to order child support in the amount of $216 starting on January 1st, 2021, based on the minimum wage presumption as well?
Yes.
And furthermore, are you asking this court to order a retroactive child support judgment in the amount of $10,944 based on 48 months at the minimum wage presumption rate of $228 per month, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Ms. Tyson, does he have any other children that are minors?
None that's minors, just my daughter that I know of.
All right. Go
And
ahead.
you're asking for him to pay that back at a rate of $105 per month beginning on January 1st, 2021, correct?
Yes.
And furthermore, you're asking that he be responsible for 50% of all uncovered healthcare expenses, correct?
Yes.
And you're asking also that he be responsible for paying court costs as billed, due and owing by March 15th, 2021, correct?
Yes,
Are you asking the court to grant this default judgment?
yes,
And you believe this is in the best interest of your child, correct?
yes.
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness.
All right, the order is approved. The order submitted is approved.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Ms. Tyson, you can go ahead and log off because you've already signed everything. You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Mr. Harris, can you unmute yourself? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And Miss Butler, can you turn on your video as well, please? The name says Keziah White, but that is Mr. Butler. That is I'm sorry, that is Mr. Teray Harris.
Yes.
All right, this is call number 2020-24656 in the interest of Rayona Rochelle S. Harris. Please raise your right hands to be sworn, all parties. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Sir?
Yes.
All right. Ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Donna K. Butler, her mother.
Sir, your name and your relationship to the child.
Teray Harris, her father.
And for the state?
Toya Armstrong, representing the Office of the Attorney General.
All right, we've got an original petition and a suit affecting the parent-child relationship with an acknowledgement of paternity. What are we doing today?
It was brought to my attention that Mr. Harris is wanting to challenge the acknowledgement of paternity and request DNA testing. I told him that we would have to see the judge for that. So I'd like to question Mr. Harris to see why he wants DNA.
Ma'am.
Go ahead.
Mr. Harris, are you Teray Harris?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did you sign a document called acknowledgement of paternity for this child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so why are you requesting DNA testing then?
When I was at the hospital, you know, I knew she was mine, but as the years went on, she started putting like the child wasn't mine. So I've been having doubts.
Okay, has Ms. Butler ever said to you that this child is not yours?
Yeah, she said it.
And that's why you want DNA testing today?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'd like to question I'd like to pass this witness and call Ms. Butler.
Ms. Butler, do you have any questions for Mr. White? Mr. Harris.
He said that I told him that my baby wasn't his. Not once did I tell him that. His mother told him that
So
my
is a
baby
question,
wasn't
what is the question for him, man?
his.
You have a question for him?
I want to know why he's saying my baby not his. He just now saying that since we
Okay,
wasn't being together.
go ahead, Mr. Harris, go ahead, answer the question. Why are you
Yes.
saying the baby's not his when she says she never told you that?
Yes, she had told me that. You know, she had told me that when when we get into arguments, she say, "Oh, that's why baby never was yours anyway." I've been having my doubts, but I just want to make sure, clear my doubts out.
Any possibility he's not the father, Miss Butler?
He's the father. It's crazy. It's just crazy to me. After 7 years, you want a DNA test? And you
of
would
course,
just
the attorney.
No, I have a question, man. If he feel like my baby,
No, hold on. What's the reset date?
April
Ms.
19th.
Armstrong.
April 19th.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and order DNA testing, ma'am, Miss Butler. It's not going to make any difference for his child support because he's just going to be, if he's the father, if it shows he's the father, it's just going to be stacking up against him. So DNA testing is ordered and the case is reset to April 19th, 2021. That way you don't have to hear about it anymore. Okay, Miss Butler? Miss Butler? Are you there, Miss Butler?
Yes, I am.
All right, so that way you don't have to hear about it anymore. All right, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, y'all can go ahead and log out back into the one so she can help you do the DNA order. Thank you.
People are entering later.